So it looks like Discord is desperate to win you back because they have rolled out end-to-end encryption for voice and video calls. This is long overdue, but I guess better late than never. It is turned on by default for every user, so only the people in the call can hear and see what is said because Discord cannot listen in or watch the video. I think they had a typo here, but anyways, it works for direct messages, group messages, voice channels, and Go live streams, but not stage channels yet. I do find the timing of this to be awfully convenient, and we'll get into that in a minute. But this person also makes a good point saying supposedly rolled out end-to-end encryption. Because it's closed source, nobody knows if their statement is true, if it is secure, if there's no backdoor, etc. So yeah, this is pretty coincidental that Discord is finally making this long overdue change that people would like right now, especially since they've gotten tons of backlash recently for announcing that they're going to be doing global IDH verification. So there is one point that I hear a lot of people make that I just wanted to address real quick, where they say, hey, why are you getting upset with Discord or Roblox or something like that? Aren't you the one saying that they're getting investigated by the government? Don't they have to do this? No, they don't have to do it globally at all, and I'll explain why. So let's say Discord is getting investigated by all these, different states in the United States, and they're basically going and saying, yeah, we feel like there's a lot of shady activity that goes on your website. We want to help keep the kids safe by, mass surveillance and biometric data collection, of course. So we want you to have IDH verification on your service. Utah, Florida, I believe Texas as well. I mean, there's a bunch, right? So why doesn't Discord just have age verification in those specific states then if the government is mandating it? Why do they have to do it globally? It doesn't make sense why they would do it globally. Same thing with YouTube. YouTube did the exact same thing. They did a global rollout of IDH verification when they didn't have to. And also, an even better idea, why don't they use their vast money and resources to actually fight against the government, take them to court and say, hey, we actually believe this is a huge violation of privacy of all of our users, which it is, and we believe we should not be forced to implement this because we have parental controls on our platform that parents seldom use when they're trying to protect their kids. I've brought up this example many times when making this point, but 4chan, for example, right? It's a random forum website, Kiwi Farms, you guys know, forum website as well. These guys have peanuts in terms of money compared to Discord. Both of their net worth combined times 100 wouldn't match up to the net worth of Discord, right? But still, Kiwi Farms and 4chan are actually fighting against the government over ID verification. They're saying we shouldn't be forced to do this. It's a violation of the First Amendment of the Constitution, all that type of stuff. So if 4chan and Kiwi Farms can fight against the government, including other governments in the world like the UK government, then why can't Discord with all their vast money and resources? It's difficult to find an actual current net worth of Discord today, but the most recent valuation they had, it was in 2021, where they were valued at 15 billion, doubling its value in under a year. I don't think Kiwi Farms and 4chan for the rest of our lifetimes will ever get to that amount of money, but they are still going ahead and battling it out with the governments around the world. So why can't Discord do it? And I'll tell you why. They are also complicit in the idea of mass surveillance and wanting to collect our IDs. They are also willing and able to collect all of our IDs, store that biometric data, and use it for nefarious means, even when they say, oh, we're just using it to verify your age. Don't worry about it. We're going to delete it right after. Do I even need to bring up the whole government ID hack that they recently had? I mean, we already know it, and they blame the breach on a third-party vendor. Cool, but whatever. You're still responsible for it because we handed you our ID. Discord said, trust us. We're a reputable website. We're going to keep all your stuff safe. Just hand us your ID, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's just used to verify your age and nothing else. And guess what? 70,000 government IDs got leaked, but in reality, it's a lot more than that. I promise you it's a lot more than that. I believe the hackers themselves claimed that it was a Discord data breach of 1.5 terabytes of data and 2 million government ID photos being extorted. So 70,000 government IDs, maybe that's just a number that Discord was giving us to save face. And this person makes up a good point right over here. There's a bigger question here. Why were the images of ID cards being held for 1 second longer than was necessary to confirm age? Secondly, why were these images stored without being encrypted? And keep in mind that we've made several videos about Discord being involved in very shady activity, like for example, when they were working with Persona to do this like weird experiment. I'm sure you guys remember this. If you're located in the UK, you may be part of an experiment where your information will be processed by an age assurance vendor Persona. The information you submit will be temporarily stored for up to 7 days, then deleted. For ID document verification, all details are blurred except your photo and date of birth, so only what's truly needed for age verification is used. So why are they storing that data for 7 days? They said that they wouldn't be storing anything at all, and they would just be using it for the purposes of age verification and then immediately deleting it. So I'm pointing this out to bring up that Discord has done so many different things that have lost all of our trust now, and now they're going ahead and doing this whole end-to-end encryption thing on voice and video calls to be like, hey, look, remember that thing you guys wanted? We're doing it now, so could you guys come back, please? Apparently they're losing a lot of people to TeamSpeak, and they're losing a lot of people to other other voice chat systems as well. And remember that TeamSpeak was getting absolutely crapped on by Discord for all these years now, but because people were so upset with the whole Discord ID age verification thing, everyone said, screw it, man, I'm going back to TeamSpeak. That's how passionate people are about this. So apparently it took them years to actually do this end-to-end encryption thing. And I'm not going to really comment on it too much because I'm stupid and I don't know the technology behind it. Maybe that process does actually take years, but remember, Discord has been around for like more than a decade now. It should definitely not have taken them until May of 2026 to finally get this done. But apparently in August 2023, they shared that they were experimenting with end-to-end encryption for voice and video on Discord. The post was short and deliberately understated, but represented a real commitment, one we knew we would take years to deliver on. So then they basically talk about the protocol that they use and all that type of stuff. And then basically in March of 2026, they completed the migration. End-to-end encryption is now standard for every voice and video call on Discord outside of state channels, no opt-in required. Doing this right, which is funny because they also have a post talking about what they did wrong when it comes to age verification. But apparently doing this right on end-to-end encryption, they're talking about the quality of Discord calls and stuff like that. And everyone expects Discord's high quality, low latency communications, regardless of what device they're on. Building an end-to-end encryption protocol that works seamlessly across all of those surfaces simultaneously is, to my knowledge, unlike anything else that's been shipped. Dave is likely one of the internet's most platform diverse ETEE voice and video implementation. And another thing that I found really funny is them talking about working with Mozilla Firefox for a specific issue they were having. And that detail is hilarious to me considering Mozilla Firefox has recently made a bunch of statements against ID age verification, stating that it is not going to be keeping the kids safe at all and it is just an attempt at mass surveillance. So it's kind of funny that they brought up Firefox, but regardless, I just find the timing of this to be very interesting, right? End-to-end encryption is a great thing, and I'm glad that Discord is doing it. I would rather anybody who's using Discord be more safe than less safe, obviously, right? Instagram famously just ended their end-to-end encryption on their DMs and stuff, and to be honest, I have no expectations for Meta. Meta is the company that is actually funding ID age verification. I don't trust them at all. I think they are one of the shadiest companies in the world, so I'm not surprised by them getting rid of people's privacy when it comes to messaging. For those guys that didn't know that, yep, Instagram does not have end-to-end encryption anymore, so be careful what you're messaging because Instagram or the government or whatever could be watching. Sounds like some tinfoil stuff, but it's true. So Discord likely saw that and they were like, well, you know, we want to go ahead and prove that we are the superior messaging app, the superior voice chat app. And also we're getting a lot of heat because of this whole age verification thing. So maybe we should just go ahead and do that end-to-end encryption thing. I just find the timing of it to be really interesting. I mean, this is the most fire that I've ever seen Discord be in their entire existence. I mean, you know, throughout the years, a lot of people were getting skeptical of Discord because a lot of people were using Discord and they were getting hurt, especially kids, right? They were getting, you know, bad stuff were happening to them on Discord, and people were also planning very nefarious crimes on Discord. And Discord didn't really seem to take all of that too seriously, so they were already getting a lot of criticism because of that. But obviously, the second Discord announced that they are going to be complying with the mass surveillance laws around the world and not putting up a single bit of a fight. I mean, even YouTube sent Australia a letter saying, hey, we don't really agree with your whole social media ban. Discord did not put up a fight at all, or at least not to public knowledge, right? They were just like, all right, cool. Sure, government, we'll do exactly whatever you want, even though we know that you guys are just trying to collect biometric data. And that makes me feel like Discord themselves is guilty. I mean, remember, Discord said, hey, send us your ID. We're going to use it to verify your age, and that's it. We're going to immediately delete it after. And then what happened? Their ID verification vendor got hacked, and all of a sudden, all that information is out there. Possibly 2 million government IDs are out there now. And it's essentially all Discord's fault. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Discord seems desperate to get their users back by adding end-to-end encryption on voice and video. Of course, it's a good change, but I just wonder if Discord is doing it out of the goodness of their heart. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.